It's Week 18 of the 2031 season, and we'll see the Cowboys' superstar running back. You look at...
Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Giants, their first shot of the game coming up. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this. Flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
2nd and 6 now. Connects with Riley. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He gets this one in the cooler.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end. Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Love from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Play fake, it's Love. Finds him on the crossing route. And they bring him down around the 34. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Love to throw again. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Now here he goes again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. From the red zone now. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the pistol, here's Love. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Point after converted from Carty. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. They go play action on first. Great defensive play, John loose, incomplete. couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw now. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Washington, it's complete. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Love now to throw. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. To the air with Love. It's caught at the 4. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Love to throw. He's on the move. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Jordan Love, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants offense all set to get started. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. Carry here for Braylon Allen. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Flush out out to... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he came, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up and hit a 4th down.
I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Cowboys and Jordan Love set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Thrown back into the handoff. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 34. Runs in over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Love. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. We got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. They'll run here following the penalty. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. A nice gain of 8 on 1st, and now they're going to have 2nd down and 12. Another carry for it. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. He gets them the yard back, but still behind the sticks. Upcoming 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Shotgun now for Love. Throw left side, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. His pass caught by Nakua. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, third down. He's going to throw this one. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So out now comes the punter. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. 45 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 41-yard line.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw, here's Love. He completes it in traffic. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 46-yard line.
Love from the gun. And they're going to tag a defender with this one.
Pass interference, defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down. Running it after the penalty. He's out the clear. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Love. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
One of the big lessons you learn transitioning from college to the NFL is you can't get it all back at once, offensively or defensively. But this is the right way to go about it now defensively. You got to get a sack. You got to get something going to stem this momentum, and that might just be the sack they needed.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Love. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Slide's kick is up and good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good. Get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, here's Palmer. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants take over now late in this first half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The Giants using their first timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 29. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Throwing now on first down. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up. Your force is the incompletion.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He'll throw it yet again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Drake May, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Cordero Patterson, over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Joe Burrow leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Off we go once more. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Love out of the shotgun. Wilson's got it. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Cut out left. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. From the 24. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds up at his own 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He gets this one in the Kuo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
He did such a good job, and not just hitting him in a window on that slant, in the right window, but hitting him right in time, right in a spot where he had room to run, and add on to that catch.
The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin. 8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. Cowboys rush it in and they bring it down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee, with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
Again, he's under pressure and he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really too often I do to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that.
He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And the gap closes to 14 points.
He had the distance dial. The accuracy, maybe not so much. But from that distance, you could excuse being a little off one way or the other. The upright, it helped him there. And that really is all that matters.
To the races, middle of the field. There it is, touchdown! The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. This return makes it up to the 25. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds London on the slant. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut big, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they're going to take over possession. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Takes the handoff, now Love. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted, he knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Love. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Cowboys football, and they should be able to coast through the 4th with that kind of lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the pistol, here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Love now to throw. Pass taken in by Fryermuth. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Get to that money down, that third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains. Get another shot across the bow of the ship. It's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here's Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. Looking slant route, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's a throw. That's caught for the 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing it again here. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. That's going to be caught by Shipley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook. He knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, or west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down at the 39-yard line. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Love from the gun. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. A gain of 27 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And off of the gut. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Going to the ground again on first. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue piling it on here in the fourth. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now here comes the New York offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. To throw it on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Love now. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for in the call sheet.
Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense ready to take the field now. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backward. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll throw it again. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the championship they're focused on, right, Brock? And the road to the Super Bowl will begin at home next week in the wild card round. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.